Hi, how's everybody doing? Today we're going to do something a little different. I will be streaming on two podcasts. The first one is Generation Foundation, and I have my son here, Nicholas Dowling. Generation Foundation is really a point of view from Gen X versus Gen Z of what's going on environmentally, sustainable issues, and just that how we are so hardwired differently. And the other podcast that I'll be streaming on is my Keep It Dirty podcast, which I do interview people weekly. So today it is my pleasure to have back my son, Nick Dowling. Nick has moved this past October to Hawaii, where he is stationed at Schofield Base. And so it's great to see you again. How are you, Nick? And oh, I'm sorry. For anybody that can see, check us out on YouTube. I have Finnegan here, and he's just loving on my son, Nick, who he has missed his partner in crime since now Nick lives in Hawaii. So I thought this is kind of impromptu. It's last minute. It's crazy. I have the whole family home, and it is actually Christmas Eve day. So we're going to head out to visit family in New Jersey, and tomorrow we'll all be together, cooking together, and just enjoying quality time as I hope that everybody just takes a pause, take a breath, just be in the present moment and just sit for a minute and look around, and hopefully you will be surrounded with loved ones and family. Appreciate the time you have with them, and I'm hoping that everybody has a great 6. So Nick, tell us about, well, first of all, are you suffering from jet lag? Because how many hours is Hawaii ahead or behind?
It's 5 hours behind.
5 hours behind. So how are you doing? Good. Just feeling good and fine.
Now.
Okay. So yeah, Nick's just loving on our dog right now, Finn. But so I just wanted to ask, I was going to say, I wanted to ask Finnegan some questions. Ruff, ruff, ruff. So Nick, what is it like being in Hawaii? You have been in Hawaii before. Where were you before? A couple of years ago in college visiting?
On Kauai.
Kauai. How is Honolulu different than Kauai? Because what have you been up to? I know you've been like hiking. Could you share with everybody what you've been up to with the hiking and all that good stuff?
Been doing a lot of hikes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is your favorite trail? What's your favorite? There's a lot.
Northwest side of the island.
Okay. I know you were sending a lot of great pictures. And what are the trails like crazy, like going all
Some
the way?
of them are.
Oh, really?
Some of them are very tough. Others are very accessible to anyone.
Okay.
Most people. Some of them get a bit dangerous, though. You gotta be careful.
And when you say you have to be careful, is it it's not friendly, the hikes, meaning it's pretty slippery when it rains?
Yeah, when it rains, you need to be careful. Climbing on rock.
That's about it, huh?
Yeah, sometimes you're climbing upwards, so you gotta be careful.
And so on your bucket list, do you have a handful of places that you still want to explore, or I know you've had downtime during the weekends.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff I want to still do. A lot of things. You need to do more surfing.
Have you tried surfing?
Yeah.
And what's the most difficult part? He's going, What is it like surfing? I guess you have to be pretty coordinated.
Tough. Yeah, it's tough. It's a little bit to get used to.
And how are the waves? Are they much different than the East Coast?
Some places are really big, and other places are pretty moderate. But yeah, a lot of them are much bigger than the East Coast.
Have you taken any lessons, or do you go out with a couple of people?
No, I know some people that surfs.
Okay.
They just teach me.
So that's cool, because we never surfed. Well, you never did, I don't think, as a kid here, because the waves are so tiny here. Like, they're not as high. Obviously, the waves can be super killer. Like, I mean, how high do the waves get in Hawaii?
Get up to 15 or 20 feet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And do they have, I just remember as a kid, there was in Honolulu, like, I can't remember the name of the area, but they had like an international competition. And these, as a 5-year-old little girl looking up, it looked like these waves were like 10 stories high.
But they're really tall. They're really tall.
Have you seen any competition?
I've driven by, but I've not really watched a lot of them.
Okay. So that's pretty cool. So when I come and visit, will you get your mom on a surfboard?
Try.
Good try.
We can get some lessons.
I'd love to do that. That would be fun. That's something I haven't done. I've done windsurfing, and that was pretty like interesting when I worked for Club Med when I was 24. I was your age. But surfing is just a whole nother. And the boards, are they forgivable? Meaning they're not as like composite where it was just like really hard. I just remember them.
Yeah, there are like foam top boards,
Uh-huh.
which are real soft, and then there are like hard top ones
Right.
that are pretty hard, obviously.
So would the softer ones be good for like beginners? Because if you get clocked in the head, that would hurt.
Yeah, that's from what I understand.
Oh, really?
You want a heavier, bigger board.
Uh-huh. That makes
Sometimes a
sense.
softer one is good.
Wow. Well, I'm excited for that.
I gotta go out and buy one.
How much did they go for?
Spend a lot of money on them.
Really? Hundreds of dollars? I'm just thinking if it's comparable to skiing, because here on the East Coast of Pennsylvania, we do a lot of skiing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, the boards are expensive. Some
Really?
of them are, but you can get moderate ones for a good price.
I guess they don't do something called lightly used because the boards.
No,
might
you
not
can.
know.
You can
Really?
get used ones. That's what a lot of people get.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Maybe someday that'll be on my bucket list. If you end up there, I'll get a surfboard, but I could do it here. And so the other quick question I have, because I know that we're going to be heading out soon, and I grabbed you, and I know you were just not in the headspace for this, but I wanted us to do something today. So, well, first of all, congratulations. You are now first lieutenant, and I wish I was there for the ceremonies, but you did share it with us. Your friend did videotape that. So, what are the responsibilities from second to first lieutenant in the Army? Because I really don't know. What would that
It's pretty
encompass?
much the same. Same. I'm doing the same stuff.
Okay. And like, what is that? Just office, like going into the office, doing whatever you need to do.
Yeah, some multitude of things. Yeah, that's a part of it.
Yeah. And then eventually will you be overseeing a platoon of people, or how does that
Yeah,
work?
eventually.
Okay. And that just depends, like, is that training? And I'm asking these questions because I don't know, and I don't know if every our viewers and listeners know either. But do you have to go through a set training schedule to before they assign you a platoon?
No, I've already done all that training. Now it's just
Okay. Now you're just
yeah,
waiting.
we'll do a bunch of training.
And then could you talk about, are you going to do the jungle? What is it? Something.
The jungle school, yeah, I'll do that eventually.
And what is the jungle school?
It's like 2 weeks of jungle warfare operation training.
Now, are you allowed to have your phone with you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, so it's sort of like Ranger School, where for weeks on end,
Yeah, it will only be short. I think it's
2
less
weeks.
than 2 weeks.
And there is the response of Finnegan. He does a lot of noise making with har har har. So just bear with us if you hear somebody in the background. That's our Vishla talking. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So just for everybody to know, in 2026, my wish list is once a month to get Nick on Generation Foundation. He could share a little bit about what he's up to and just transitioning and living the life in Hawaii and being in the Army and just doing things that somebody in the Army would do. He will be also heading off to the Philippines for a couple of months. And at that point, when he gets back, he could share in the spring a little bit about, if he can, what he's been up to. What is the most favorite thing you're looking forward to while you're home? Chilling out?
Just seeing some people I haven't seen in a while.
Okay. And I guess like good food, good home cooked food, maybe.
Yeah, that's good too.
That's good stuff. So with that, I hope everybody has a great holiday season. I know we're kind of chill, but next time we're on, we'll speak into really what's going on with the Gen X and the Gen Zs, and a little bit more with Nick on Army life. Take care, and remember to ground with Mother Earth. Try to get out there, keep it dirty. And for our Generation Foundation viewers, I really appreciate this past couple of years supporting Generation Foundation, and we'll see you in 2026. Take care.